Welcome back to Nick Lenz's Comic Corner, Classic/Non-Classic. This episode number 619 and Doubleshot number 519. Yeah, 1319. Okay. All right. Two DC trades. First up, it's Secret 6, Volume 3, Cat's Cradle, which collects Secret 6, Volume 3, issues 15-24, and Suicide Squad number 67. Why is issue Suicide Squad in here? There's a very simple reason for that. Because Secret 6 got a tie into Blackest Night, and they basically dealt with a bunch of Black Lanterns. One of whom happened to be Adam Croy, who did the Blackest Night issues with Gail Simone, got killed off. Yeah, a lot of Black Lanterns show up in here who are related to the Secret 6 and the Suicide Squad. Yeah. But, yeah, and some of the artwork in here is a bit bizarre. It looks like something that maybe Steve Dillon might have done, but the artwork is so bizarre. Here are the artists in this one. Steve Abraham is none of the artists did in the previous book. None of them come back for this one. You have Jay Calfari, Peter Nugan, R.B. Silva, Doug Hazelwood, Mark McKenna, and Andrea Palmero. I think you pronounce it. And who does this cover? That's Daniel Lavisa. Yeah, this is a good cover, but here's some panels of the interior artwork and how freaking bizarre this thing is. Yeah. Also, yeah, apparently Black Alice loves stealing people's powers. At one point, she briefly was possessed by Etrigan the Demon of all things. Yeah. But this by far is just a really good, another good set of issues. Now, as far as I know, there is at least 2 more volumes I haven't reviewed yet. There's also the first volume of the series, which collects, well, from what I know about it, it collects the initial Villains United series, its Infinite Crisis special, and the first volume of this series. I don't know if it collects the issues of Words of Prey because it kind of basically takes place between Volume 2 and Volume 3. I don't want to spoil too much of this, but this is just really good, and I do recommend it. 9.95 out of 10. Yeah, I know this is a little quick review for this one, but it's just really damn good. Excuse me. Next up is Nightwing, Volume 5, Raptor's Revenge. Collecting Nightwing, Volume 5, 4, issues 30-34. Those of you curious of the condition of this particular trade, yeah, there's kind of a reason for that. I had this in my backpack last week, and it rained heavily, so the book kind of got a little ruined. But the story itself wasn't ruined at all. Okay, Raptor's Revenge is Tim Seeley's last story arc he did for the series. Yeah, the last thing he did with Javier Ferreras as the artist. I think he's not the only artist on here. Yeah, you also have Miguel Messina and Scott Eden. Javier Ferreras is also the inker of these issues. Yep. Now, Raptor making his first appearance since in this particular volume since the first volume of this, since I think it was top of my head, I'm trying to think, it was issue 7. Yeah, first since issue 7 that he's actually showed up in. That was his last appearance. Prior to this was in pages of Deathstroke of all things. Yeah, Deathstroke was his last appearance prior to this. Of course, after the storyline wraps up, it's briefly taken over by Sam Humphries, and then it's Colleen Kelly for one issue, and now it's currently Ben Percy who takes over the series. Good choice, though. Yeah, and also, it wraps up the stuff with Blockbuster. Huntress is in here briefly, and she kind of ends her very brief relationship that she had, her fling with Nightwing. Yeah, like it wasn't pre-Flashpoint, it was a one-night stand and a one-time thing. It's kind of like, nope, I'm not having sex with you again. Yeah. A lot of people theorize the reason why Tim Seeley did that, having these two have sex, is because there's been sexual tension building between these two since the Grayson series. So, yeah, he was satisfying something that he was building for a while. And, of course, Raptor is arrested in here, along with Blockbuster. Yeah, he's taken down. There's also a big ramp. Yeah, Nightwing briefly teams up with Blockbuster to take down Raptor, which he does. And of course, Blockbuster himself is taken into custody. Unlike in the Devin Grayson run, where he's murdered. Yeah, he's killed by Tarantula. By the way, Tarantula and Nightwing, despite the fact Tarantula does exist in this continuity, never makes an appearance in this book at all. Nope. And also, his girlfriend Sean shows up in here along with a bunch of these supporting villains. Yeah. By the way, after this issue's wrapped up, these characters, with the exception of Detective Sami, who actually sticks around even after Tim Seeley leaves the book, the rest of these characters all completely disappear. Yeah, Nightwing's got one supporting character for pretty much the rest since Tim Seeley left, and it's just Detective Sabody. Sababody, I think her name is. Yeah, it's the female detective who works for Bloodhaven, the police department. Yeah. Also, the thing about Bloodhaven itself, unlike when Chuck Dixon wrote it, where it was worse than it was described as worse than Gotham, here it's kind of like it's not as bad as that. It's kind of like it's tamed. Yeah, I'm not sure if Chuck Dixon got a chance to read these issues, but I'm sure he probably was a bit disappointed at how Bloodhaven was depicted. I mean, it's not exactly a carbon copy was depicted in pre-Flashpoint. Oh yeah, and I think there's still some corrupt cops, but it's never stated if Blockbuster has the police department in his back pocket. Yeah, that's never stated here at all. Apparently, he's a loyal citizen. Excuse me. Of the city, and he has this casino as probably one of the most highest running things. Yeah, the gambling thing is actually even a thing. Even when Sam Humphries takes over the book, yeah, that's something. That's something Sam Humphries does carry on his run. I think Ben Percy does pick up with that as well, but Colin Kelly, no, he does not. He doesn't pick up with the whole gambling thing at all. Which I'm kind of glad that Sam Humphries, Ben Percy kind of continued the whole thread of the whole thing of gambling being a big thing in the Nightwing comic. But great set of stories. This was a great story arc for Tim Seeley and this run. I mean, okay, bring back a character he created for this series, and also, first time ever you actually get a chance to see Raptor without his mask on. Yeah, that's one thing unique about this storyline, because prior to this, Raptor had never taken off his mask. Nope, he never did the entire time. Let's see if I can find it here. Here we go. Here's what Raptor looks like without his mask on. Yeah, now, those of you who read this by the artwork wise, okay, is this Raptor? And, of course, according to Nightwing, yep, it is Raptor. Oh, yeah, and apparently his real name is Richard, so it's implied that Nightwing's, Dick Grayson's mother, Mary, actually named him after this guy. Yeah. Now, apparently, it's actually revealed a little more of his backstory in here, where apparently he did witness the death of the Graysons, but apparently his mother was kind of like a guardian angel to him, and his fingers were, yeah, they actually, his fingers to collect close up, they look absolutely disgusting. He had like warts on them. Apparently she also paid for his health bills, which was nice, the fact she did that. I mean, despite the fact, yeah, she was in love with John Grayson, but she deeply cared for this guy. And even though Tim Seeley kind of hints at his backstory when he's first introduced, at least here you kind of expanded upon, but you don't really know his full name yet. All we know is by the time he finishes this arc, is that his first name is Richard, and he falls into a coma, while Blockbuster gets arrested. Yep, Mark Desmond gets arrested. Well, yeah, Ronald Desmond gets arrested. Great way to end this run. I give this 9.5 out of 10. They're just really good. Yeah, I know this video and the last one are not very long, like less than 10 minutes. Not much else to say, otherwise, though, just really good work. Okay? But that's it for this particular review. Stay tuned. Possibly soon, I might get. Now, next thing I'm going to do is the next episode of My Hero Academia. Yeah, I'm going to be reading the newest chapter of the manga and, of course, watching newest episode of the anime. But until I see you on that video, or talk about my thoughts on those two things, bye.